If you're studying for the INBDE, I highly recommend INBDE Bootcamp, an all-in-one study resource that will help you pass your exam. Use coupon code MENTALDENTAL for 10% off. Hey everyone, Dr. Ryan here, and welcome back to Mental Dental. If you've got a big board exam coming up, whether it's the INBDE, the ADAT, or some other big dental board exam, well, this video is for you because today I want to walk you through some tips and tricks to help make sure your exam day is as smooth and as stress-free as possible. So tip number one is last-minute study sheets. And to be clear, I don't recommend full-on cramming the morning of your exam, but I do recommend preparing a few concise, high-yield cram sheets or summaries in advance. So that way, on exam day, while you're sitting at the test center and waiting to get checked in, you're simply reviewing material you've already learned, not learning new material. And my high-yield handouts on the Mental Dental Academy, for example, are perfect for this kind of quick revision. Tip number two is to review challenging questions. So the day before or even the morning of the exam, I would take maybe one focused hour to review the types of questions that you've consistently struggled with, either on a past attempt or leading up to this attempt during your practice sessions. And reinforcing those weak spots and weak topic areas in this way will help give you a confidence boost when they inevitably show up on your test. Tip number three is to pack your test day essentials. So prepare these items the night before. And here's a quick checklist for some of the things I'm talking about. 2 forms of government issued ID. One should be with your photograph, your name, and your signature, like your driver's license, and the other with just your name and signature, like a credit card. You should also bring water, snacks or lunch if you plan on eating, over-the-counter painkillers, antacids, and antiemetics if you get queasy from exam day stress. And don't leave these items to the last minute. Prepare them in a small backpack or a handbag ahead of time. Tip number 4 is to arrive early. So plan to arrive at least 30 minutes early to your test center. And this gives you time to figure out parking, go through those ID checks, store your stuff in the lockers, and maybe glance over your notes a little bit. And by the way, if you've never been to your test center before, I would definitely recommend trying to get there in person maybe a day or a week beforehand. Trust me, it makes a big difference to already know how to drive there, where to park, what it looks like, all of that stuff. Tip number 5 is to empty your pockets. So at the security check before you go into the actual testing site, you'll be asked to empty your pockets, turn them inside out, all of that, and basically make sure you're not bringing anything in there that you shouldn't be. So go ahead and just don't have pockets in your clothing. If you can do that, you'll save some time. No hassle, no delay. It's great. So if you can wear something that doesn't have any pockets, all the better. Tip number 6 is to stay hydrated during your breaks. So I'm a big proponent of using your scheduled breaks wisely, and you can do this to stay hydrated and snack on something maybe glucose rich like a granola bar or a fruit. Just be careful not to overdo it on the drinking. You don't want to be running back and forth from the bathroom in the middle of your sections. Tip number 7 is to use your breaks to reset your mind. And this is so real, guys. Exam fatigue is something, especially on those long format tests like the INBDE, that we experience. And when you take a break, don't just sit there and scroll on your phone. Stand up, stretch, do some deep breathing, and try to get some fresh air outside if you can. Just walk outside the test center if they allow you to and get some fresh air. Tip number 8 is to dress for comfort. So test centers can be very chilly or very warm. I've been to test centers that are all across the spectrum there. And the last thing that you want is to be distracted by the temperature. So I recommend wearing comfortable clothing and potentially wearing layers so that you can adjust easily depending on how it is inside. And that's yet another reason why I advocate visiting the test center ahead of time, because then you can feel for yourself, hey, what's the temperature inside? What do they like to set it at in this test center? And so you can get that out of the way as well if you visit already ahead of time. Tip number 9 is to not talk to other people. And this is really important because some people will vent their stress, their pre-exam stress, by talking about what they studied, what they know, what they don't know, what they didn't study. And talking to someone like this can really throw off your confidence. Whether they're a friend, they're a stranger, if they're taking the same exam as you, this could totally throw you off. And so this might be the most important tip that I have in this video. Protect your mental space. Get in the zone, put in some earbuds, block that out, listen to your hype up playlist, and pay no attention to what's going on around you. You've done the work. Don't let some last minute chatter make you second guess yourself. And tip number 10, in the actual exam, don't obsess over one question. Time management is crucial, and if you're stuck on a question, flag it, make your best guess, and move on. Don't let one tough question eat up your time and your confidence for that matter. We all get questions that make no sense whatsoever. They go right over our heads, and that's okay. You don't need to be perfect, just good enough. Well, I hope these tips help you feel more confident and prepared going into your exam day. I want you to have a smooth, stress-free as much as possible exam experience. And remember, you've already done the hard part. You put in the work to study and get to this point. And the goal now is to protect your mind, stay calm under pressure, and just give yourself the best chance to succeed. I truly believe in your ability to do well, and I'm rooting for you and here to support you every step of the way. Whether it's through these videos or the resources available to you in the Mental Dental Academy, you're not alone in this journey. And by the way, if you're not a part of the Mental Dental Academy, I strongly encourage you to check it out. I'm pouring all of my time and energy into making sure that is the best place to help you get prepared and confident for your exam. I do live classes every other week. It's an exciting thing to be a part of, and I hope you'll join the rest of the students and their success stories very soon. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to Mental Dental if you have not already, to check out all the other videos that I already have on there, and stay tuned for much more content coming soon. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.